Okay, there we go. I was talking about set effects in the Arrogant Pureblood. So the Arrogant Pureblood versus the like for almost every hero, this is true. Almost every hero, this is true. Um, the Arrogant Pureblood is a trade-off with the Beast Strain set. So the Beast Strain set combined with the Dathomir set gives you such a huge attack increase for the temporary turns that you could basically just one-shot everything. Which was very significant. But what changed, like what's made that not true, basically, is the existence of the Klein set, which for heroes like Klein and Jenny, more than makes up for the difference in attack lost. Um, from the 60% from the B strain. Also, 4-star attack sets that either give 22% crit damage or an extra few thousand attack. There's multiple ways to get rid of what was missing to fit the Arrogant Pureblood into the puzzle and not lose out on attack. Could you have more attack if you did the same exact builds and then had a beast strain anyway? Yeah, but what's actually necessary or not. And we're like the ladder is just littered with rock heroes. Um, Even more so now that Krut and like Krut, Muzaka, and Yekaterina are the most like everybody saw Klein coming, but Muzaka with the Noblesse, um, like it seems silly now, but a lot of people want to know my justification for making Muzaka tier one, uh, like based off of not playing him at all, um, before, and like if people could come to now and then go back in time, they'd be like, well, yeah, of course Muzaka's tier one, he's so good, but like no argument with how good Muzaka was, no argument with how good Krut is. No one in their right mind is going to argue how good Yekaterina is. Like she's got the like 100% chance to cause an unblockable status for 2 turns. That's that's some bullshit right there. I'll tell you right now. Um, but with the Arrogant Pureblood, most other heroes, other than Klein and Jenny, um, have to make those decisions with their sets. Now, Klein and Jenny get past it because not only do they have the different things that they could supplement, but they also have their passives that can exceed 50% in Klein's case and be 50% all the time in Jenny's case. So for them, they really they just kind of displaced crazy amounts of overkill to survivability. And the synergy with both of their heroes' passives with revival is mind blowing, because if you have your two paper heroes and they both have the APB, like Jenny Klein, both of them with APB is very popular, very common. And it's just because it's the most practical use of the sets. I think that the APB, if the APB revives Nox, if the APB revives Lena, if the APB revives Raboff, or Bearman. A lot of people are putting APB sets if they've only got one. They're putting it on their tank. So when everything goes around their tank and kills their tank, now their tank's got another run at it. Like that, that's not personally what I would do. But there's obviously been some good thought that has gone into it, and it does make sense. Um, but oh crap, this guy's got a Slime King for sure. Or at least second hit Yekaterina. But you know what? Wrap off will go and hit. Yeah, we'll just go do this instead. Oh, didn't even work. Um, but most heroes have to choose: do I want to be able to one-shot everything, or do I want to be able to come back to life? Whereas Jenny and Klein, obviously, like there's too many supplements for those things. It's actually really helpful to both those heroes if you're building them strictly DPS, uh, because it comes with another 1100 crit rate. Also, man, all Jennies can use another 1100 crit rate. It's even got a ring, I believe, for the accessory. let's go actually check out Lord real quick. I'm pretty sure it's sword and ring. Um, the sword has actually come very handy for Lord also. Now the other thing is that you don't get the huge amount of hit rate um, that you would get from the Beast Rain set, but Lord's got 32% hit rate, so just with the Dasimir set, the extra 2000 hit rate plus potentials gives him basically immunity from Ghost Step. But hit and crit rate here, so you gain another 400 hit rate. The crit rate um, is kind of nice to have because you're switching from a bow to a sword, so that's kind of like a linear trade where you gain about 1,000 hit rate plus potentials. Oh, we'll call it 900 instead. So 900 hit rate plus potentials, and of course this is a chess piece, which no change there. So like there's actually a pretty good transition, very good item choices for what you're taking away because it basically supplements all the things that you're taking away. Now, of course, the 1-star set is going to be very commonplace. This is the reason I'm going back to using Lee because to maintain the super high crit rates, um, especially if you're going for immunities on your heroes, um, you need that set. You have to have this set. This might be a sword, but again, this is also a sword and this is a ring. So this is basically the same thing. This is the same set, just with like, well, this is an awesome set effect. Like the new SS set is so minorly different. Like I don't know why anybody who had awesome potentials on a Born Assassin set would even switch over. Even for it's like a difference of like 170 attack or something if you're an attack type hero or some bullcrap like that. I forget. I just know it's very negligible. Um, and this is basically the same thing. Now it gives you the sweet thing that you want. Same thing as over here because you obviously equip this for the giant crit rate buff. Same thing over here, giant crit rate buff, and the revival, which is so awesome depending on the character. Like most characters are not good with the APB. Like what what would be kind of like a cool combination. Let's say that Jenny and Klein weren't existing. Like APB plus like Gold Tiger, for example, on a non-area attack hero, would be like an awesome application of that set because it's like everybody else is getting killed and this one's staying alive to last almost for certainty, for example. But there's so many different supplements for the Beast Strain that have come out. Even like right when it came out, there was the Austere Noble set for 4-star. Well, why don't you have this sweet area attack type set? Oh, guess what? We're going to give you another attack type set. So now you're getting just from sets another 8,000 some attack. Um, Plus a slight difference for the attack difference for having a sword over a bow for the 3-star. And you're not really losing any hit rate because you're running 2 swords with this build and 2 rings. Well, Lord's running 3 rings right now, so he's got an extra bunch of hit rate. So his hit rate is actually just where you'd expect it to be. It's nice and high. So he's over 50% hit rate. Like Lord's got some really good builds. Does he have 47% defense? Yeah, he does. But who gives a shit? He dies, he comes back to life. It's huge tempo to have to be killed twice. Anyway, uh, but I initially didn't spend a whole bunch on during that time. I didn't really have the money to be blowing on the game in the first place, but I also just had no desire for any of the stuff that came out at that point in time either. Um, like I wasn't interested in any of the Noblesse stuff except for the paper set, which I did get a couple of them, and I was kind of happy with that. But then later, when like everything's coming together, the release of Klein recently definitely was huge with the change to his how his Berserk passive would work. I thought that if you want to go back into the bowels of the Reddit forums, me fighting about on different tiers of putting in Klein in slot 1, well, you can only really guess this. You can't really say Klein's going to be like this or like that, or you can't. And we all know the Berserk passive is bullshit, but and I would argue that the Berserk passive on Klein was going to be fantastic because he's got these insane defensive stats. Like I thought just based on stats alone, he would be right through the roof. It'd be possible, and that's how I have my uh my Klein built for sure because I don't have an APP set, so I've got him built for like crazy on the defense side of things, plus another 2,000 here. So my client turn one has this plus potentials, and then another 2,000 for the starting turn. If he doesn't go first, so I like right before my client acts, he's got like 17,000 defense. Like realistically, 17,000 defense, which is huge. Let's check my bear man. I think that's like 70%. 17,099, 69. All right, so it's about 70%. Um, but he's got like 70% defense. Um, and he's got 120,000 HP or whatever. So it's not impractical to build him like that and just have him survive. It's working just fine for me. Anyway, enough rambling about that nonsense. I can't believe I don't have all this stuff locked, even though it's probably never going to be disassembled. Oh, that one's locked. Alright, we'll go back to pound and face here. It seems kind of weird to just be throwing out this about this set, this about that set, potential theory, like, well, you would need this for that, or this for that, or there's some give and take relationship with here and there, but there is literally none with Klein and Jenny and the APB switch. Like other heroes don't, like even other area attack heroes. If you put the same stuff on any other area attack type hero, they don't have a 50 or more percent crit damage buffer. Like they don't have some insane broken potential. You put the exact same stuff on Raskria, you put the exact same stuff on Kitty, you put the exact same stuff on Deb or whatever area hero of your choice, and you're not going to be able to even come close to the effects that you can get from Kleiner Jenny currently, because you're going to be taking a huge drop in your attack by dropping the Beast Train set. So that's why originally I thought to myself, yeah, this is an awesome set. I think I did say it was like a really cool set, but I did not have any belief that it was going to be as good or better than a Beast Train, or even practical for that matter. Boy, was I freaking wrong about that one. Now, if they do nerf Klein and Jenny's passives and make them more in line with some of the other heroes in the game, um, then maybe I'll just completely go back to my original opinion if they're more balanced in the way that they're designed. And Jenny's won't be one-shotting everything. Klein's won't be one-shotting everything even when they're damaged. Like maybe it'll go back to something like that, and they'll just be back to more of their practical use of area damage dealers. But we're gonna need things like a set effect that ignores other set effects. Like, how about an attack type only? What would be a good star to take this for? Probably a 3-star or a 4-star set for attack type heroes that gives 4,000 attack, or a 5-star set. How about 5-star or no? Let's go with 3-star because I wanted to be in the same slot as the APB. Attack type hero only. There should definitely be a lock on that one. Attack type hero only. Ignore defensive effects on other set items, something like that. So you can bypass the Slime King set or something like that. That way, it's the same. Like a lot of people think, well, that's bullshit. Well, that means that I wasted all my money on a Slime King set for nothing. Well, yes and no. Like if you're somebody who has the set, it does really like we'll do something like give it like 3,000 attack for one of the effects, so it kind of offsets losing the Beast Train set. But let's say there's something like that, and then the ignores defensive set effects. So with the Slime King set, the attack thing doesn't really do anything at all unless it's against an attack type hero. So it has to be against an attack type hero. Like even just having the 1,000 defense is a pretty good effect by itself because you don't have a chest piece but you have a brooch. So the Slime King set's still good, and it's for unprepared attack type heroes. It's cool. Now the second set effect for this wouldn't really do anything again. Also, if there was no Slime King set on the target that it was attacking, so you gotta have some kind of way to make up for that. Now, it'd probably be better to have, you know, 3,000 attack and 2,000 crit, practicality wise, but not. Oh man, but not the other way. Like, there's got to be some answer for a Slime King set. And then, of course, with Crut, it's completely complicated now. It's completely complicated now with Crut because the existence of Crut, he's an attack type hero who has a built-in client set with his stats. He's got more attack. If you just count the attack that Jenny gets with her base and the bonus from the client set, Crut's got more attack than that, so he doesn't need a client set. So if they rebalance things so that attack type heroes are viable in all of them except not just Crut, then Crut becomes even more overpowered than he is. So like I'm really interested to see where they're going to be going in the future with the balancing of heroes and hero types in the game, because it's it, it seems like if there was no sets in the game would be perfectly well balanced. It would be like there would be some really like strong retarded heroes like Crut. People would be demanding that Crut get nerfed. Um, but oh man, this brings back Kai memories. Uh, oh man, what the frick? It's bullshit. Okay, good old Bearman. I knew giving him that beast train was a good idea. Oh man. But there's got to be some kind of balancing that they're going to do to make attack heroes viable. Like the last time they redesigned heroes, they said we don't want players to think, oh man, it was a mistake that I raised such and such a hero. This hero is so bad, you can't even play it. It's not good. It would be terrible for them to leave things the way they are, where attack heroes are being ruined right now. Like you want to look at the best attack heroes in the game, with the exception of Kret, because Kret is like some like it's weird that he was free because he looks like he must be some kind of like there's got to be some kind of financial reason why they designed Kret because he's too easy to get. I don't believe it was just the package. So there's got to be some reason. This Jenny's gonna hit my Lee, but I think my Lee's got enough defense, so it's cool. Maybe he doesn't have enough defense. Maybe she'll hit crit instead. Maybe for some reason Bearman will go before her and kill her in one shot. Okay. Aw, Klein. Damn, that was actually scary. How much attack you got? But I don't know how they're going to rebalance attack heroes. Because for them to do something, there's got to be, like, it's Nexon, so there's got to be some kind of financial reason that they would want to do it. So it's going to be in the form of set gear, probably. I don't think they'll redesign heroes. So it's like I'm not quite sure. I actually was curious. One second, I just want to count up the different types. Let's sort by properties. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 rock heroes plus Hela. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 scissor heroes. So are they balanced in all types? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Only 18 paper heroes. So there's one paper hero short. I wouldn't be surprised then if, oh my god, that would be such bullshit. Fuck. what I'm thinking right now is that that new hero coming out is gonna be paper, so Scissors gets to stay in the fucking dump. Like Scissors has so many great heroes, like fantastic heroes. Bearman, Lee, Tao, Lena, Frul, all amazing heroes. Chenny's a great hero, obviously. Deb, almost everybody in the beginning, when the game came out, first 5-star hero, everybody had Deb. There was just a time where people were putting up threads about how they're tired of seeing Deb mercenaries, like a list of Deb mercenaries, like all the way down the list. It was just Deb, 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 Chris, Deb, 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 Deb for all the mercenaries. Um, but she definitely had her time in the beginning. But we got some real dumpers here, like Electra, Soraka, Frankenstein. The only the like Raskrias and Frank. Like, okay, it's cool that of the four, there was a rock, paper, and scissor that was playable, even though the paper was hidden behind $100 wall. But Frank, oh man, they should have made Frank paper just to make scissors look not as bad. Like, look at this. We got Shark, we got Jin. Ugh, like redesigned heroes. Like of all the redesigned heroes, here's one. Pretty sure Jin got some buffs also. Shark got he got changed, didn't he? The way his skill worked. 15% chance. I forget if Shark actually had any changes. I don't remember because I hate Shark. Uh, Lance got changes. Belle obviously got changes from her when she came out. She was not what she was designed as. Sion got changes. Wang got changes. Sonic Boom got changes. Like, did Electra get changes too? Again, another hero who, even if she did get changes, they're probably terrible. So she didn't. Like, she's still not good. Um, but I think Scissors actually got the most changes of any hero type. Zero, I think, got a change. So did Kitty. Oh, sorry. Phones are ringing. Let's just ignore that for now. Um, anyway, whatever. We're just gonna end that here. I really hope the new hero isn't paper. If it's paper, I'm gonna smash my face against the desk. Man, Scissors really needs some sub heroes here, but like just by counting the heroes, I hope that's not an accurate indicator because Hella is in the data, even though she's not recruitable. We have 19, 19, and 18 for the hero split, so it looks like paper is in line to get that sweet new hero. It does make sense though. It makes sense for people that are not decked out in sets because there's this retarded as shit rock hero whose stats break the game in every single imaginable limit. The the attack hero with higher defense than all but what, like two defense heroes in the game have higher base defense than this. 11,000, almost 12,000 attack. Like the top tier HP too. He doesn't break 30k, but still, he is so far above. What's the worst stat on this guy? Mastery. Whip de doo. Anyway, this guy's a joke. This man is not amazing, but it's really not. It's a non-issue. Anyway, that's gonna be it. By the way, it's a non-issue because his basic skill is his strongest one. So if you're just going for straight damage, it's 100% negligible. I'm gonna post these up right away. Oh yeah, way back at the beginning, I did mention somebody who had sent me some thoughts. I might go into that later. I'd probably just keep it between him and me. There's quite a lot of things to address in his little suggestions for different changes, nerfs, and set situations of the game. So maybe I'll just deal with it with him. Maybe we might even be able to refine something kind of nice. Anyway, thanks for watching.